Hey everyone, just mucking around with some more Selesnya builds and everything. I've sort of left the sideboard unchanged this league, but the main deck I've mucked around with a few numbers, so I've reduced down Hyena Umbra by 1, Spirit Mantle by 1, and I've added an extra Cartouche of Solidarity and Spider Umbra, so a little bit random, but there was a little bit of rationale behind it. Hopefully it'll work out okay in the league. So we've still got the same number of instances of First Strike between Hyena and Cartouche. Just got that extra 1 soldier token, which potentially could come out handy. And also, an extra instance of Reach, which also could come in handy at the cost of 1 Hyena Umbra for, and 1 Spirit Mantle. So yeah, just mucking around. I don't know if it's good or if I like it yet or not, but I'm playing around with numbers and trying to see how I go feel wise with the deck. So yeah, that's what we're gonna run today. So yeah, I hope you've not minded the new format too much, where I'm just doing a video a day, match a day. Hopefully it gives you something to do in your work break or something like that, and it's a bit less of a commitment than an entire league to sit down and watch that. So we'll see how that goes, if it helps with my views and my watch percentage and things like that. Yeah, I mean, I haven't got much more to say about the deck than what I did in that wrap-up video, other than the fact that I've changed a couple of the numbers. Okay, versing someone named Vengevine, so it has some gross stuff going on. I'm going to keep this hand. It's got double ethereal and evasiveness and totem armor. The downside is we don't have a second untapped mana source, because summoning sickness is basically the same as it coming in untapped, as it coming in tapped, pardon me. And yeah, but double ethereal armor's pretty good for smacking in there. Definitely looking for a source of vigilance or daybreak. Failed that, just more ethereal armors. Get as much damage stacking as possible. Alright, so Botanical Sanctum, immediate thoughts are Neoform. Could obviously be something else. It could be Infect. Could be Amulet Titan. Alright, so our deck's not done us any favours there. Hopefully this doesn't get countered. Alright, we get lucky, we resolve it. It could also be Dredgevine, where they mill themselves with Hedron Crab and that new Merfolk adventure card. Newish. Newish is probably a better term. So all that glitters is another ethereal armor type source. Definitely still looking for that land at the moment. If we hit land this turn, we could go ethereal plus all that glitters and attack for, what, 10? That'd get them pretty low, and then back that up with flying next turn for the win. Definitely smells like Neoform. So if they don't go off this turn, and we get them to 10. Get them to 8. That's only one Gristlebrand draw, which makes it a little bit harder for them to go off. But that's only if we last out the turn and they don't go off this turn, because this turn they'll get 14 cards. Much more likely to hit their Nourishing Shoal and keep going. I guess my opponent might be deciding the likelihood of whiffing here. Oh god, that is a bad land. Okay, so if we drop All That Glitters and Spider Umbra, we'll do less damage than if we drop our 3 1-drop auras. So, oh wait, we can't drop Griffspoon here. So yeah, I guess we just don't let them know about Griffspoon yet. And dropping, hold on. Yeah, so we drop Ethereal Armor here and attack with the Dryad as well, because if it is Neoform, putting them to... Well, that hasn't quite got them low enough either. Attack for 9, put them at 9. Okay. For some reason I thought we were doing 10. 10 would have been if we dropped that other All That Glitters, so my maths was a little bit wacky there. Okay, that makes sense. So that's not quite it. Yeah, because an extra 2, yeah. Okay. I guess I should have slowed down and counted a bit better then. It would have been 1 less damage, and they would have been on 10 this turn instead of 9. I don't know if that will be relevant. Alright, so if our opponent's going for it, they'll want to go for it this turn. Otherwise, they are in a lot of trouble. Alright, there's the Manamorpho. So they're going blue-green. Yeah, seems pretty likely to be Neoform. So sideboard-wise, we do have the Grafdigger's Cage, and we do have the Mana Tithe. That's about it. Maybe a Path or 2, and we'll see what we want to take out. Hushbringer doesn't do anything, neither does Leyline. Force of Vigor. Dismember's pretty bad too. And Rest in Peace, obviously nothing either. So there's an Allosaurus Rider. Are they going to cast Eldritch Evolution now, or Neoform? Or are they just going to pass and look to jump? Okay, good. They're going for it, because they kind of have to. Alright, let's hope he whiffs in the top 7 cards of his library here. Oh, really? Come on, man. And he got the 15 off of it as well. That's not fair. Oh, man. If you are running Gadok Teague, it does stop Nourishing Shoal from being cast, so it's not an auto kill on them, but it certainly stops them from straight comboing. And if you have a Gadok Teague out, all you have to worry about is dealing with his Gristlebrand, which is either going to be a 7/7 or an 8/8. So yeah, happy days, happy days. Alright, looks like he's got the second Nourishing Shoal here. This feels pretty bad to lose from there. I thought we were quite favoured to win. I guess that happens. We can get him post-board though. Hopefully our opponent plays timely as well. Man, it's a real shame that our mana base didn't reward us for keeping that hand, because literally any other land than forest, and we could have gone for Griffspoon, Spider Umbra, Ethereal Armor on turn 2. On turn 3, sorry. Yeah, because it was attack for 2, and then it would have been 3, 6, 7, 8, so it would have been attack for 10. And then on the turn after that, we would have played all that glitters, Spider, Umbra, and killed. So, oh well. Attack for 10, and then would have been an extra 4, 14 plus. So it would have been 20 on turn 4 that we were attacking for. Let's hope they whiff, and Laboratory Maniac's the last card in their library. Although, yeah, they've been through 4 Nourishing Shoals so far. So, oh, main deck Veil of Summer. That's handy to know. So the question is, does he have Guide, Manamorphose, Guide, Simian Spirit Guide? Sorry, Laboratory Maniac, not Simian Spirit Guide. So if he has all his Simian Spirit Guides and a Manamorphose, he'll get there. So, and obviously the Lab Maniac. It looks like he's got it. Alright, there's the 4th guide. That's interesting. So is he gonna like do 2 Manamorphose here to hold up a Veil of Summer? That would be slightly tighter than just not doing that. So blue, green is what I would expect to see if he's doing that. Double blue. And then he needs to use... Yeah, so I'm expecting to see a green mana here, which would tell me he's got more than one main deck Veil of Summer. No, okay, he's just added the extra blue mana. So you got... He has to have Lab Maniac, because if he didn't have... Or another Manamorphose, the 4th Manamorphose, okay. Come on, Lab Maniac, literally be the last card in this library. I don't know why it's taking him so long to decide what colours he wants. And he still decides wrong. Seems weird. I know Bant isn't particularly played by anyone except for me a little while ago, but if I had, you know, Boggle Force of Negation in hand here, I can't counter his creature anyway. I could only counter the Veil because it's not... Yeah, never mind. I'm an idiot. I'm an absolute fool. Alright, Thassa's Oracle instead of Gristlebrand. So enters the battle, look at the top X card of your library where X is your devotion to blue. Can you go away? I want to read this. Well, that's a bit annoying. Alright, whatever. So, Thassa's Oracle... I think we can actually interact and kill that with Path. So cards that are probably weak. Sentinel's Eyes seems pretty weak to me. Cartouche's Solidarity. And Spider Umbra or Griffspoon. I'd say those are my weak ones. So if we do have a Vigilance attacking creature, it could be useful being able to block Gristlebrand, so I'd be more inclined to leave my flying stuff in. If this is blocking an Allosaurus Rider, I probably don't care. And Just that extra instance of first strike. Wait, no, I need to get rid of. An Umbra is probably equal to a Griffspoon, so I guess Griffspoon can stay in. Do we want the paths on the play? Maybe we only want the paths on the draw. Yeah, let's get rid of these paths. We'll bring back in Sentinel's Eyes. That's probably wrong. We'll bring back in Cartouche. Alright, let's go. My wacky deck configuration is getting the best of me. Okay. Well, any creature and we win. This isn't a keep, but I see players just scoop to Grafdigger's Cage and go to the next game, so I'm going to be a bit greedy here and keep this. And go for, like, Moto Logic. I think even if they try Allosaurus Beatdown, as long as we get literally any creature in the first, like, what, 5 turns, we should be okay. Because we have double white and we have Daybreak and other things, so yeah. I don't love it, but Hate Card is good. Serum Visions, yep, there he is. Well, you want to see a double bottom. We saw a double bottom. Good. They could also have Nature's Claim or Force of Vigor, so that's just something to be aware of. This doesn't actually lock them out of anything if they kill it. So there's a creature. It's not the best creature in the world, but hey, he's okay. And then next turn we can go Daybreak Coronet, attack for 6, and then post-combat play Spider Umbra with Dryad Arbor. I guess if you count my fetch lands, my 6 fetch lands, my Dryad Arbors, that makes 7 plus 12. We've got 19 creatures in the deck. So it's probably less of a loose keep than what one might assume. Knocking my microphone over. Good job, Michael. Okay. And in the process, knocking all my pretty cards over as well. Alright, what do you do? Draw a card with Metamorphose. Sure. Okay, looks like he gave up there. Yeah, so this would only be really bad if he had Force of Vigor, but other than that, seems pretty good. Looks like he's F6'd. Yep. Alright. Creature's almost out of the range of Dismember as well. Oh my goodness, mic stand, please. Just smack me in the solar plexus. Alright, he's cycling. That seems pretty good for us. Alright. Cool. Grafdigger's Cage gets us there. On the draw, I might be more inclined to have a path or two. So I bring the 2 path. I'll remove 2 Cartouche. Oh, actually, no. We'll remove all the glitters. It could be a bit clunky. Yeah, okay. So when I've got this many auras in the main deck, so this is the same as last game, except it's got a mana tithe as well. Seems pretty good to me. Since I have such a high aura count in my main deck, I'm able to cut more when I'm sideboarding, obviously. No green mana and no creature, and we're gonna keep it off the back of the strength of my hate cards, so seems okay. Seems okay. So just remember, if you've... Oh, sorry, my fetch lands don't count as a creature for last game because my Grafdigger's Cage will stop them from entering. So really it's a creature count of 13. Yeah. My bad. I could hold Mana Tithe up and just look to draw either fetch land or creature before running out the cage. Oh, is he that tilted from last game? He's going to concede here? No, not yet. Okay. This guy's got very, very strong mentality to be playing through turn 1 Grafdigger's Cage 2 games in a row. So if he tries to do anything here, we can cast Mana Tithe. So we can actually counter this. I think it's probably worth doing. If he wants to use Simian Spirit Guard to pay for that, I'm okay with that. That should really slow down their game plan a fair bit. Okay. Now we did draw the Windswept Heath, but we can't get Dried Arbor with it. What we can do is we can just leave it uncracked. And if they ever blow up our Grafdigger's Cage, we can get it afterwards. Alright, they're yielding through, so let's sack this. Another cage. Alright, mono hate cards. Let's go. Now that would lose out to Force of Vigor, but it's stronger against Nature's Claim, so it just depends on what you want to play around. Oh, is our opponent doing something here? Really? Okay, they're cracking the Grove. Yep. At this stage, now that I've got the second cage out, I'm feeling more likely to fetch the Temple Garden at end of turn. It's like a super boring game, guys. This would not be fun to watch, I'm sorry. If we ever draw a creature, we have all the auras in the world, though. Alright. Oh, he's got to discard and clean up. I see. What's he discarding? Alright. There's our slippery boy. And I wonder if this is going to be enough to force the concession. Maybe not. Opponent's in this for the long game. I guess when we countered the Once Upon a Time, it stopped them from finding their creature that they would have, the Allosaurus Rider, they would have got out. So that's not bad. Because the fact they can still play Allosaurus Rider from hand, it just doesn't do anything. It just gets its power and toughness from the lands, or its toughness from land, however it goes. And they can start attacking us with that. So if they'd have done that, if we didn't counter Once Upon a Time and they cast an Allosaurus Rider that turn, we would have been in a lot more trouble. Simian Spirit Guide, Simian Spirit Guide. What's he doing? Manamorphose? No? Because if he casts one... Okay, he's just giving up. Fair enough. Alright, yeah, because if he casts one, he could have had a chump blocker, like exile one, chump block with the other, but that's not it. Yeah, sorry to my opponent, that was a bit of a dirty game, but he's also playing a dirty deck, so oh well. Yep, hope you enjoyed it, guys. Please leave a like if you did, and if you're new, subscribe, and I'll keep bringing out daily content that is quite filthy. Cheers.